This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather. Ho, there's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. Ignore that. But anyway, this birthday boy was just elected to the World Golf Hall of Fame, being taped, June 2024. This is being taped in 2024. Well, this guy is no longer alive, but I figured this guy deserved to get his flowers, as the kids say nowadays. Anyway, this guy was a great player in the 1970s. He won 16 PGA championships between 1968 and 1982, only winning one major. That's the 1973 British Open. But had the audacity to be the runner-up of the Masters 4 times without winning. That's akin to Phil Mickelson being second at the U.S. Open 5 times and not winning. He became a noted golf course architect. His name is Tom Weiskopf, who was born November 9th, 1942 in Massillon, Ohio. He would go to Ohio State to play on their golf team and turn pro at 22. His first PGA Tour win was at the Andy Williams San Diego Invitational in 1968. And he was pretty good. In 1973, he won 7 tournaments, including the British Open at Royal Troon. He would actually finish second in the World Golf Rankings. Anyway, this was the only time he was a major champion. He would have 4 runners up at the Masters in 1969, 1972, 1974, and 1975. 69. Yeah. So it was hard pressed how you can be a 4-time runner-up. I don't know if that's a record for most runners up in a major. In a Masters without winning. 69 was won by George Archer, who beat Tom Weiskopf and Canadian George Knudsen. 1972 was Jack Nicklaus winning wire to wire. 74 was Gary Player winning the second of his 3 Masters. His third and final would be 1978. And 1975 was when Jack Nicklaus won his 5th and final Masters. So anyway, he would actually be second at the 1976 US Open. So he had 5 runner-up finishes in a major. His best finish at the PGA Championship was 3rd in 1975. He would win 2 Canadian Opens, one in 1973, one in 1975. And 75 was a dramatic one because he had to face Jack Nicklaus in a playoff. Weiskopf nearly pulled out on the 15th hole at Royal Montreal. He competed for the U.S. at the Ryder Cup in 73 and 75, but in 77 he skipped it to go big game hunting. Anyway, he had a good swing. He hit the ball high, generated enormous power, and had good control, which was a rare combination. So anyway, Weiskopf was known as the Towering Inferno. He was 6'3", but he had a temper on the golf course. Anyway, he would join the Senior PGA Tour in 1993. Did okay. He was also doing coverage of the Masters between 1985 and 1995, and then was part of ABC's coverage for the British Open from 08 to 13. He would get into golf course design and had 40 courses to his credit. A couple of courses at Troon and Scottsdale, Arizona, and even Loch Lomond, the venue of the Scottish Open, which is the precursor to the British Open. Well, then the week before the British Open, I should say. A common element in his designs was a drivable par 4. So he did a lot of courses and all of that. He helped Loch Lomond, also the Olympic Club in San Francisco. So, yeah, he did quite well. So 16 PGA Tour wins, including 2 in Canada, beating Jack Nicklaus in a playoff in one and beating Forrest Felser in the other one. That was, of course, the year. Yeah, 73 was a great year for him. He won the Colonial, the Kemper, the Philly Golf Classic, the Open, and the Canadian Open. Well, on the PGA Tour. He won a few other tournaments overseas. So, yeah, he did quite well. for himself. Unfortunately, though, Weiskopf would be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in 2020 and dying in his home in Montana in August 2022. Tom Watson, a fellow golfer, actually announced the death first, so that was huge. But yeah, Tom Weiskopf was a very strong golfer of the 1970s and a fantastic player on the ASG golf circuit, well, my circuit. He does quite well. And, he was a great golfer all around, so what's there not to like? Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.